your dad is an icon, obviously.
It'll be 11 years since Straight Outta Compton. My dad was like, hey, in a perfect world, I would like you to play me. How you feel about that? And in my mind, I'm thinking, my dad's never asked me to do anything. He's like, you're going to have to audition. I was like, please make me audition. In my mind, I was like, this is either going to be a terrible movie or I'm not going to get the part and I'm going to look ridiculous. So many bad things going in my mind that I was just like, I have no choice but to kill it.
We got an incredible guest today on the pod, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, gotta make sure the junior is prominent.
Yeah, the prominent.
Junior.
I love Junior.
It's like the two heaviest letters in the alphabet, dude. Junior is wild.
J.R.
J.R., bro.
So the way we met, so O'Shea is like a homie now. I just call him my homie because we were both hungover on a flight back from Utah. I mean, both of us were like, please, plane land, and we were both. And I have like some extra snacks on me, and because I always carry snacks because that's
you never know.
You never know, and so
never know,
and they're handing out like gnarly like stale cookies, and I'm like watching. I didn't know who O'Shea was, but I was like watching him eat his cookies. I was like, he can't be happy eating the cookies, the Bischoff cookies, and he's like, nope, not happy eating the Bischoff. So I was like, hey man, do you want some snacks? You looked at me like with the nicest face. You're like, that guy's okay.
Yeah, like, bro, I've known him for weeks. He's never lied to me.
It was like we've known each other for 20 years. It's like, it's almost like I was in the movie Straight Outta Compton. We're just reconnecting,
Yeah, so.
But how could a guy from the East Coast connect with a lyrical legend of the West Coast, a family that's like built on West Coast hip hop? How good snacks?
Snacks, bro.
A guy that's like
snacks on the Delta.
Nas, Jay-Z, like grew up like literally like in the middle of East Coast hip hop, the greatest moments of East Coast hip hop. Biggie, and then I met this legend and snacks.
Snacks, bro. Food is a key part of man.
Food is all we need to connect. But anyway, O'Shea. So tell me, man, like, your dad is an icon, obviously.
Yeah.
And you starred in incredible, Straight Outta Compton. Mm. What was it like following in that man's footsteps? Was there stress? Like, what kind of give the audience like a background, like what that feeling was to play your dad in that movie?
It was number one, looking back at it now, still, it's been 11 years. This August it'll be 11 years since Straight Outta Compton, and to this date it's still like my most important thing that I've done in my life. Like it was so much pressure that I didn't. Number one, it wasn't like I had always thought, oh, I'm gonna play. I want to try out for the role. I want to get the role. Yeah. Like, I was going to USC. I wanted to be a screenwriter. Yeah. While everybody at SC, they're thinking of writing for movies and TV, I wanted to write for video games.
You wanted to write for video games?
Yeah, because I mean, at that time, like, I'm a freshman in like 2009, so I like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. They just made $1 billion in a weekend.
Wow.
So I'm like, I can make you pay $16 a movie ticket, or I can make you pay $60 a game. So I was like, I'm coming here to learn how to story tell so that I can write me a game. And in the middle of my second year, my dad was like, hey, they're taking this NWA movie serious. And I'm like, that's dope.
Cool.
Yeah, that's dope, Pops. He was like, yeah, so, they about to start working on casting and things like that. And in a perfect world, I would like you to play me. How you feel about that? And in my mind, I'm thinking,
wow,
fuck. Like, man, like, oh my God.
Was it like a serious conversation? Was he like kind of, did you know in the moment, was he joking around about it? Was he like.
No, he's like, I knew in this moment, I'm thinking a million things in about 3 seconds. Because it's like, my dad's never asked me to do anything. Like, he's never been like, hey, I need you.
Wow.
And it was like a holy shit. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
And he was like when I said yes, he was like, yeah, like he was like, I didn't think you'd, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. He was like, you're gonna have to audition. I was like, please make me audition.
Yeah, make you audition.
Because if I don't get it, I tried. You know, like, yeah, exactly. So he from there, it was like, in my mind, I'm thinking, and no disrespect, but there's not a lot of good rap movies.
No.
Like, there's not a lot where you're like, oh man, put it on. That's a classic, you know? So
I'm trying
it
to
was
think
like,
of like the top rap movies in my mind. Like, what is the first? You know, you obviously have, you know, Eminem. You have 8 Mile.
Sure.
The first. Love that movie.
Like, Get Rich or Die Trying is a good movie. It's a
Rich or Die
solid
Trying.
ass movie. But it was just like, I mean, there was a high in my mind. I was like, this is either going to be a terrible movie, or I'm not going to get the part and I'm gonna look ridiculous, or like it was so many bad things going in my mind that I was just like, I have no choice but to kill it. Like, it was just like, we have to make this work, and no matter what, I'm gonna do my part. So I was like, so who's the studio? Like, where are we? And he was like, Universal Studios. I was like, that's pretty damn good. Yeah. Like, there's like
pretty good, yeah.
Like, it's Disney and Universal in my mind that are like, you get them two, you're in good hands. They're gonna take care of you. No disrespect to everybody else, but I'm just saying, like,
no, that's a good studio there.
And Disney,
it does some good stuff before, you know.
So when I hear them behind it, I'm like, okay, like this is for real, big league right here. And I did my first audition. I guess Gary Gray, the director, saw something. I went in there so nervous, really, but at the same time, I know, like, I know the best thing going for me at that time was that you're not gonna find anybody who looks just like him, like so, like, I'm in there frowning as much as I can, like, you know, like, I'm just
the old Friday look for
just like, you know, straight eyebrow work, and then Gary goes,
the eyebrow work.
Gary, you know, he takes me out of the room. He gives me, you know, different instructions, like, all right, try it.
Did your dad tell you how to do the eyebrow?
No, it's just a natural, like,
it's a family thing.
My brothers, my daughter, my nephew, it's just like a thing. And I came back and I'm waiting to see, like, you know, did I get the part? And I didn't get any answer for like 3 months. And then Gary Gray sent my dad a guy for me to go see by the name of Aaron Spicer, who's a coach out here in LA. I saw that dude every day. So you
put in the work.
Yeah, dude.
I was watching an interview with you, I think a couple of days ago. I was trying to prep myself. As I said, like, I'm not a connoisseur of West Coast hip hop, or you know, but you said in the interview that, like, the producer at first didn't like me or something, or you disrespected me.
That was Gary. Gary.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, because Gary Gray was like,
Friday,
directed,
right?
Yeah, he directed Friday, but before then, he directed Today Was a Good Day, like that video. And my dad was like, he saw that he could, you know, this guy could do it, so he got him to direct Friday. And so when I hear Gary got the directing job, I'm thinking, we about to do a full circle moment. Like, my dad gave you your first movie, you go work with me on my first movie. So, like, I'm thinking it's going to be like a kumbaya moment. And little did I know that there was a conversation that I didn't know at the time when my dad goes and was like, you know, I want my son to play me. The studio and Gary were both like, you know, Cube, is this a joke? Like, fuck. All right. Dope.
A joke?
Yeah, like, I thought we were doing a serious movie. And I'm like, you know, I'm glad my dad didn't tell me that at the time, because it just would have made me mad.
Damn.
But so I was going back and forth auditioning for 2 years before I got the part.
Wow.
And, you know, I left school to, like, pursue this. So I left in the middle of my second year. It took me 2 years to get the part, Bro, I'm watching all my friends graduate without me on Instagram. Like, I feel like an idiot. Like, I'm like, I ruined my life. I was going to USC. I had.
Did you go back and get your degree?
No. I'm famous now.
No.
Please.
So would you say it was worth it at the end of the day? You still got access to the USC party scene. You still were able to like do what you do. You know.
I mean, USC was not. It wasn't all good when I left. Like it wasn't like
you were enjoying
because the screenwriting division over there at SC, like that's a 4-year program, bro. It's not like I could leave in my second year, come back, and they just let me finish it. Like it's like, bro, no. We picked 10 people per class. So it's not like you took somebody's spot and you just gave it up now. Yeah. So it wasn't all good. But then Straight Outta Compton was a success. And they're like, come to the basketball game. Come to the football game.
Come speak at the next.
Come your alma mater.
At the gala.
And, but, fight on.
So, hey guys, taking a little break from the podcast. I want to give a big shout out to the one competitor at Mute 6 that just annoyed the crap out of me. When I was at Mute 6, the company I started and sold to Dentsu, we had to pitch against Power Digital. Both our expertise were similar. We were one of the first performance-focused Facebook ad agencies. We did creative, we did Google, we did retail media, and we pitched against a lot of agencies. But the one agency that really was difficult for us, that like when I saw them, they were like, oh, these guys are incredible. What they do is Power Digital. Power Digital has an incredible team. They specialize in full funnel marketing solutions. Whether you want to understand attribution and measurement on Facebook, whether you want to scale on retail media, Power Digital is a great partner and a great partner to the podcast. Highly recommend them, powerdigital.com. I never graduated from college, but I went to 3 different colleges. And I still get letters from them saying, donate to the alumni network.
Well, Trojan family, baby.
Trojan family. So you don't actually have to graduate to donate. So I learned, they'll actually let you.
No,
if you want to
take your money no matter who you are.
Even if you have no connection to the university, it's like great, we'll take your money. But
I got a kid, I got a nephew and niece now, and so, if I need to make that SC call one day, it's good to have.
Besides like snacks, me and you got something else in common. We're girl dads.
Yeah, dude.
So we both have daughters. I mean, I have 2 daughters. You have 1 daughter.
Yeah.
What's it like being a girl dad, man? Like, what's it like? Obviously you've had success with Straight Outta Compton. I want you to talk about the podcast too, because the podcast I think is the coolest thing.
Yeah, no contest.
But tell me about like what it's like being a girl dad.
It was a job, the best job I got.
Yeah.
The best job in the world. I love my daughter Jordan so much, and like now she's 8, she'll be 9 this year.
Wow.
And like, dude, like the human that I see her turning into, like I couldn't be prouder. Like never had a bad report card.
Wow.
Just intellectually, she's just smart kid, dude, and I see so much of myself in her, which is weird because it's a girl. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, like girl Shay, it's wild.
Girl O'Shea.
Yeah, like, dude, like, it's crazy. Like, and she gets a kick out of me. Like, nobody laughs harder at my jokes than her.
Wow.
Like, it's hilarious. I'll show you a video, but I just had my 35th birthday. And, I got my family around me and they're singing happy birthday. And I've been on a crazy health tip for the last year. Like I've lost 60 pounds.
Really?
In a year.
How much you weigh now?
Now, from then, so now I'm at like 230.
Wow.
I want to get down to maybe like making a solid 212 or something like that. But then there's also a part of me that I lost 60. I want to lose 100. Like I want to like say
what have you done? What have you done to lose weight? Like what?
Be fucking miserable. Like it's not fun.
So you're saying
hella water. Like if you could get a gallon a day, that will help you so much more.
So you're saying that like the fact that I fed you a cheesesteak when you walked in here to do this podcast.
I was so happy. Like it was like, should I just take this free bit of happiness right now? And I took it.
Water's the biggest thing. I mean, I know I'm on a weight loss journey too, man. I'm 259 pounds. I'm heavier than I've ever been, and like I'm usually a 245.
That's because life's good.
What?
That's because life is good.
Yeah,
and when
life
you
is
get babies,
yeah. I'm like
my
finish.
God.
You ever feel like you're finishing? Like I don't know. I got four and a 1-year-old, and I'm finishing their food all the time.
all the time, bro.
And like
all the time.
Like I can't like.
I've had like when she was that age, bro. I had so much fucking mac and cheese.
Yeah, like
Just cheese.
pudding too. Pudding.
Yeah, pudding.
The pudding. You know when the pudding's left on the plate, like it's like
Come on,
she'll
bro.
be like, I'm ready to go upstairs.
They're taking 3 bites.
Taking 3 bites, and Lottie, my one little girl, my 1-year-old,
Yeah.
she eats everything. She's like 85 percentile of big girl, of big. You know, I'll say big girl. I'll take that back, but like she's 85%.
at one.
Yeah, she's 85, and my youngest one is about 15 or 20 percentile. So she's really skinny, or 10 percentile. She's really small and skinny, and they're both very girly kids. And so like sometimes I'm just like, man, like they keep asking me to pick out dresses with them, and like
Bro, that shit. My daughter learned early. I got banned from playing Barbies.
Really? Why?
Because,
Tell me about that.
like, dog. All right, so my daughter want me to play Barbies with her. I'm like, hell yeah, whatever you need.
Let's
do
go.
it,
Let's play these Barbies.
Yeah, and I'm an actor. I'm trying to fucking lock in. All right, I'm trying to I'm
Yeah.
playing this role, bro. And so I was like, okay, so
Oh shit! Can I just say something, man?
yeah,
You ever want to play Barbies with me?
bro,
We'll bring our kids around.
Like, see what this is where my issue was, because I was like, all right, so this is Barbie. She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, so what's this one's name? Barbie. Okay. All right, so this is Ken, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what's his name? Ken. I said, so there's so it's 2 Barbies and just 2 Kens, like.
Yeah, what's the deal?
no,
Why is there
like-
2 kids?
Like, bro, and like they look completely different, and I'm like, so you just not coming up with no names for them? And I'm just asking too many fucking questions, and like she just banned me. And also, she loves Disney, obviously.
She into
because
Frozen? My daughter's into Frozen.
All Disney
Yeah.
propaganda is for girls.
Yeah.
But so she has these versions of Disney characters. It's like the baby version of all the princesses.
Yeah.
So she's like, baby version of Princess Jasmine and Tiana and yada yada. But she had baby Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid, yeah.
But the doll had feet. So I'm like, Ariel's supposed to have a fin. So I'm like, ooh,
How's this possible?
how's baby Ariel have feet? She was like, what do you mean? I said, in the movie, she has to get feet from
has
the witch.
fins, yeah.
So she wouldn't have had it as a baby. She never played with that doll again, bro.
Wow. She got it.
I know. She was like, what the
She
fuck is,
understood.
who the fuck is this?
Why does this woman
Yeah,
have feet?
Yeah,
I
so
want fins.
I put it on Twitter and everything. I was like, Disney, who is this?
Bullshit, yeah.
Like, so I ask a lot of the real deal questions. So she stopped playing pretend with me for a while.
So my daughter's going through the Frozen phase. She was in Moana for a while now.
Yeah, shout out to Moana, fire movie.
Yeah, fire movie.
Great songs.
Great songs. Moana 2, that was her favorite,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then but the Frozen, she loved. I mean, like Kristen, like Elsa,
Yeah.
and Anna, like she loves.
Get it.
Do
you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a
Absolutely.
snowman? Who would say no to building a snowman?
Shit. Her in the beginning. She was like, okay,
Do you
bye.
wanna build a
That was so
snowman?
sad.
So,
But like, I got beef with Frozen.
what's your beef?
Because they tried to like pump that movie as like the first time a female character, a Disney female, didn't need a man.
Yeah, there was.
And I'm like,
no,
bro, Mulan went to war, bro.
yeah,
like Mulan
did it?
saved all of China.
There,
And Frozen gets the
Yeah.
first female lead that doesn't need a man. The man needed
didn't
Mulan.
didn't the man? There is a man in Kristoff.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, where's Chris?
Because
Kristoff's a weak man though. He's not a strong alpha male.
her love in the movie was the love for her sister, and that's what they're going off of.
Yeah.
But Mulan didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She just loved her dad.
Yeah.
And went to war and saved all of China. And she don't get the credit.
That's a debate.
Shout out to Mulan.
Shout out to Mulan. Yeah, I mean, I think that like the sister doesn't understand that she can't have a real relationship with the older sister because she's turning everything to ice.
Yeah, your fucking sister's an ice witch.
She's icing you out.
Yeah, bro,
she's literally
right,
icing you out.
Cold shoulder.
Cold shoulder.
Cold
So
shoulder,
I don't think she really gets that. She's like, oh, I'm gonna turn this woman into like.
So, it does. Like it's gotta suck that your sibling gets superpowers.
The funniest thing is, I tell my daughter, this is a constant friction between my wife and I. Is I'll tell my daughter, I'm like, hey, Lottie, we're gonna take the car underneath the ocean and go to Norway. You know, we're gonna do that this weekend. I joke around with her. I'll be like, "We're going to Norway this weekend," because she'll get really mad at me, and she really, we got to get the car.
Why Norway?
Because that's where the castle is.
Oh right,
that's where the frozen castle. So like, you're gonna see Christoph and Sven and all of our friends.
Sven,
whatever.
What a name.
Sven. Elsa and Anna and all the whole crew, right? So at one point, Lottie was asking me, she's like, Dad. Can we go to Norway today? And she, I love, what I love most about kids is like, they're so like, they take whatever, and I say a lot of crazy shit because my wife thinks I'm autistic, and I might be a little autistic. But
if it's a spectrum, we all are.
We're all chilling on that spectrum. Yeah. And so, I'll say stuff, and Lottie will like believe it. And so like, I got in a lot of trouble because I was like, we're gonna go to Norway. And we ain't never go to Norway, but like,
never went.
But like, she was so excited, and I kind of want to go to Norway now.
Well, you kind of have to.
You kind of have to go to Norway, yeah. But there's no castle there. There ain't shit in Norway really. It's just
Hey, Switzerland.
Switzerland is fire.
Bro, I went to Switzerland randomly because the Omega brand wanted me to do some photo shoot for them, and going in an actual igloo was the shit.
That's cool, right? Is it igloo like a cold teepee?
Basically, but it's warm in there.
It's warm in there.
Yeah, bro. And they like give you champagne that's like in glasses that are carved out of ice. Shout out to Switzerland. I don't know the city name.
That's dope, man. So what are you up to now, man? You got the podcast. Tell her about the podcast. The podcast is
the No Contest Wrestling Pod, dude. It was the actors, we went on strike for like 7 months, and I hated that. I thought that was it's scary that like randomly two people can just have an argument and now your income isn't coming in for 7 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just like and the strike isn't something like I didn't vote to like, let's go on strike. You're just on strike. And you can't promote, you can't work, you can't like. And it sucked, and it scared me because it was like I got one job, and at any time some bullshit can happen that makes me like stop having that job. So I was like, I need to find something else, and I had to look at like, what do I do that doesn't seem like work that I can flip and make cash off of? And it was like, dude, I talk about wrestling on Twitter like every week. So I was like, and I got a lot of people that are interested in what I got to say. So I originally was going to like just start like a Twitch and, just have that to talk shit about wrestling, maybe get some wrestlers on. And I was just going to do it that way. And then my buddy TJ, who at the time he still is, but at the time he was just, we weren't like buddies then. He was the co-host on the Rich Eisen show. Shout out Rich Eisen. And Rich Eisen wanted to have a wrestling pod on his podcast network. And so they were looking at he was asking TJ, like, who do you see as a co-host with you? And TJ was like, we got to go get O'Shea. Like, you got to get him. And so Rich hit me.
Wow.
And like, they like,
sounds like a dream, man.
It was a bit back and forth because, I wanted to do my own thing. And they were like, well, you can do your own thing here. Just bring your ass. And, so that's great. Shout out my man TJ, and me and him, like, we've developed a real friendship over this last year plus, and from there it was just like I wanted to have a show that was different from other wrestling shows, and me and TJ saw eye to eye on this immediately, because if you look at like wrestling pods and shit, they're usually just setting up the next fight, so tell us about this match that you got and all that shit. And I know, as somebody who's been interviewed a lot, I know like the interviews where I have to go on autopilot suck. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just saying like, I had a lot of fun filming this, blah 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 blah, Gerard Butler, blah blah blah. So when you can have a conversation instead of
two-way
it just being an interview, that's when you get to really have fun.
That's the beauty of the podcast. It's like, we're talking about fucking Frozen and wrestling and like, Straight Outta Compton and your dad.
Humanizing.
It's like two-way. I mean, that's the beauty of podcasts, because people don't want to know a one-sided conversation. They want to see perspective. They want to understand.
And they want to know you, because at the end of the day, like, you're watching a pod or you're listening to a pod so you can be in that room.
So you can be in the room,
So, like, you can kick it with such and such. And we just wanted to make an environment where the wrestlers feel like, oh, I'm just
Let me ask you a serious question. You got one big room. You could fill it up with 2 guests for a pod. Anyone in the history of humanity.
Fuck.
Who is it going to be? You got 2 people. You could fill it up with 2 guys, 2 girls, whoever you want. There's 2 people. It could be anyone.
Anyone. Ooh. I mean, Kobe for sure.
I mean, that's everyone's.
I'd love to talk to Kobe.
I mean, you got a story with Kobe. You were telling me on the plane too about how you messaged Kobe.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go into that for a sec.
Yeah. Well, obviously being from Los Angeles, I Laker fan because, like, and
I invited him to the Clippers game tonight. He didn't want to go.
I'm not going to the fucking Clippers game
because I'm a Knicks fan.
Let me tell you something right now, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck the Clippers. And it didn't have to be like that. You guys started it. I've had this conversation with you many times before, but, like, no one was making fun of y'all. No one even gave a damn. Y'all get Chris Paul, which was really a Laker. You guys get Chris Paul, and you get the Lob City and all that going on, and then you hire the Celtics coach, and you let him come down here and hype up your little heads to cover up our banners. You even covered up the Sparks banners. What did the Sparks do to you, bro? And, like, you cover up our retired legends. You deface the Magic Johnson statue.
Yeah.
Your owner turns my locker room into the playoff office. You do shit that there's no getting you back for. I can't cover your banners. I can't even cover your retired jerseys. You know how many retired jerseys the Clippers have?
None.
Not a single one. That's hard to fucking do. That's a lot of fucking loser behavior. The Clippers, it didn't have to be like this. You drew the line in the sand. Hey, don't be mad.
I love this, like, LA. This LA. It's like brotherly love. It's like you got these 2. Like,
no. It's like annoying cousin love. When are you going home?
Because like I'm from Jersey. We have a similar thing. Because at one point the New Jersey Nets were from New Jersey, and everyone would ask me when I was, like, traveling about, or, like, Steve, you're from Jersey. You're proud New Jersey kid. Yep. Brick City.
Shout out to Red Man.
Yep, Red Man. We got some good rappers from Jersey too. We got some great basketball players. Jersey's a great state. The best produce, and arguably the best produce in all the United States.
It's the Garden State, bro.
It's the Garden State. So everyone's like, Steve, why are you not repping the New Jersey Nets? Drazen Petrovic, and you got Derek Coleman growing up. Like, why? And I'm just like, because the Nets suck.
Listen, the Nets suck. They've been to the finals twice.
They've been to the finals twice.
Clippers?
No.
Not once.
I mean, we had big shout-outs to Kyrie. I'm a huge Kyrie fan.
Love Kyrie.
Kyrie's like I wish he was my point guard, although I like Brunson, but...
Kyrie got a plate at my house if he needed.
He
could borrow my car.
So I saw Kyrie play in high school at St. Big up to St. Patrick's High School in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Powerhouse. Jersey's just like Jersey, but you can never root for the Nets. Like, you just can't.
Right.
Like, even the hardcore Jersey, like, fans don't root for the Nets. We're all Knicks fans because the Knicks. We grew up watching the LJ. Remember the LJ? Remember the shot, the LJ shot. Like, against the Pacers. We grew up with Pat Ewing. We grew up with Starks, and, like, we're in pain. We have no banners either. We have a couple, but, like, we're
but, like, you got that ABA banner.
We got the ABA.
Got that Dr. J banner. The Clippers don't have jack shit.
Yeah.
I would say move to San Diego. Move back to Buffalo. Go back to Buffalo.
The Buffalo
They
Clippers.
the Buffalo Braves, bro.
So
go ahead, bring them back.
All right, so you got one person in the room. You got Kobe. Who else you got?
One more that I know, like everybody will. I really want to meet and talk to Barack Obama.
But all right, Barack.
Just because, like,
what would you ask him?
Shit,
I want to play.
I don't even know.
I want to play basketball.
Barry O. Like,
Barry O.
motherfucker was just cool, dude.
He was cool.
But yeah, I mean, I would probably say Kobe and Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Be
Michael Jackson's
the most watched podcast of all time.
Yeah.
Hey, you feel that room, bro? Because I want to hear Mike's real voice.
Yeah, I like to hear the story behind Mike. That would be great.
Just to have a conversation with him would be crazy. Or just if I could have an episode with Mike and Prince and just have them.
What about George Washington? The way that man rolled across the Delaware, that'd be kind of
yeah. No, man, I'm cool.
That leadership of like we're going across the Delaware to beat the shit out of the Brits.
Psychopath.
No, go back to the same side. What are you doing?
Anything before the Jackson 5 is terrible for black people.
Yeah, that's true.
Not kicking it with George Washington.
Yeah, that's true.
6'4" ass, whatever the fuck he was. Bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shout out to the $1 bill. But so with the No Contest Wrestling podcast, it has been one of the biggest surprises in my life because in a year's time, we moved to ESPN. Everything with Rich Eisen moved to ESPN, and it's been great. The WWE has been super chill, hooking us up with guests every week, it really is crazy. Like, because we know the things that we have and the way that we moved is like not normal for a pod in its first year. And a lot of it stemmed from at first developing a relationship with WWE, but the wrestlers that I was already cool with looked out for me and came on and we're guests. CM Punk being our first guest was crazy, and now we just had our biggest interview ever with John Cena. And
dude, congratulations on that.
Yeah, but now it's like, now I need to dream bigger.
One last question. I want to talk a little Friday.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people, including myself, that are like huge fans of Friday. You were watching your dad as a kid film Friday.
Right.
What are your memories from Friday, man? Like, give us some for all the Friday fans that are listening to this, because
the first one, I don't have too many memories of, just because I was so young. But next Friday after next, those are number one. I just remember, Fridays are, they're not like major location movies, so you're just on the same block the entire time. And I think my next Friday and Friday after next, my dad got one of his best friends in the world, and Mike Epps. He was such a key part in the success of those films. And everybody, when you hear Friday, you think Craig and Smokey, but I think more Craig and Day Day, because of my age and what I remember the most being on those sets.
I think who made the movie that gets credit. I mean, one of my favorite characters, I just think of him, I start laughing, is John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon, rest in peace, man. Shout out to my man JD. But yeah, rest in peace, John Witherspoon. That was a major hit. That was he was on. Like, us losing John people don't realize how big of a hit that not only affected my dad, but it affects the franchise. And he's trying to get Last Friday going. We just got into a position where they're taking it serious. It has to be right. That trilogy right now is so strong that us making it into a saga and ending it right after we've lost Bernie Mac, we lost
so many people. Tiny,
Debo,
John,
Ezel.
yeah.
There's a lot of John, obviously. But there's a lot of key pieces that made Friday that aren't with us anymore. So he wants to make the last one perfect. And if he need whatever he need from me, he got me.
Can you imagine if you have Day and Smokey in the movie together?
That's what he's wanted for like 10 years. But it was a whole thing with New Line Cinema, and people don't understand all the politics that go into movies and getting them married. But it's coming. It's coming for sure.
And I was gonna ask you about the basketball league too.
Yeah, the Big Three.
The Big Three, man.
Big Three. We're going on our 9th season. Just got to the point where now we got team owners and like cities are represented. I'm trying to get Atlanta and New York to get teams.
You heard that?
Atlanta and New York.
So you need owners there?
You need.
What is the
prerequisite? Put up. I think it's 10 or 12 mil. Get you a team. The way that we do the draft, the players go into the pool every year. Yeah. So like,
tell us who some of the players are that came from the NBA that are there
right now.
Who do we got?
My man ISO Joe is still doing his thing. Joe Johnson is
still there.
My man Dwight Howard is the captain of the LA team, the LA Riot.
Yeah.
Nick Young still doing his thing, coaching. Who else we got? We got my man John Simmons. We got Amir Johnson still doing his thing over there. It's a bunch of guys, but we also have a bunch of people from like that you might know from the internet, like Hezi God. He was a part of the league for a while. Just did the celebrity game, so he's talking about coming back to the league. My man Frank Nitty still doing his thing. Nasir Kaur still doing his thing. And my man Montrezl Harrell, Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson, Corey Brewer.
You got some good.
Great
players.
Yeah,
great.
Man.
People
Reggie Evans. My man Reggie Evans just finally won the chip.
Wow.
He's the last player from the first season, and he finally got his chip last year. So we got
your dad's a trailblazer, man. He what he's built with the Big Three, what he's built with the Friday frame. I mean, it's impressive to take on the NBA, to take on
that's like the NBA. We in a perfect world, we would be more accepted by them because we've never wanted to be competition. No. We've always since the first season said we are a complimentary league.
Yeah, complimentary.
So we're not even on at the same time. Yeah. We're on during the summer. You're gone. So the NBA show us a little bit more love. Adam Silver.
Yeah, Adam Silver.
Motherfucker.
Fuck you out, Adam Silver. All right, cool. This has been great, man. Before we wrap, anything else you want to share with the audience? Any other? Wait, what's the one thing no one knows about you that they'd be surprised? They'd be like, damn, I didn't know Shay was.
Shit. I'm learning Spanish and Japanese right now.
Wow.
I made that decision yesterday though, so don't ask me. And then being in Los Angeles, a little Spanish, but yeah, I want to pick those languages up so that I can interview more wrestlers in their native tongue. And
sumo wrestlers.
And shit. Go Lakers. Make sure you check out the No Contest Wrestling podcast. We do it every Wednesday. You can get that shit on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. And we be on YouTube under the Rich Eisen Show. And the One Piece is real. And Valar Morghulis.
I was a top 1,000 ranked Mortal Kombat player.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your main? Who you go to?
Liu Kang.
Of course, most balanced.
Yeah, Liu Kang was my man. Top 1,000. I remember I think I got the 840.
Hey, shit. 10, that's higher than me.
Yep, 10,000 hours. Malcolm Gladwell. You follow someone for 10,000 plus hours, you'll be an expert. Dude, it's fucking awesome. Hey, wow. Yeah.